Hello, welcome to From the South. I am Heidi Maurel from the TeleSUR studios in Havana, Cuba. We begin with the news, so stay with us. The 15th summit of the BRICS group started on Tuesday in Johannesburg, South Africa, and will conclude on August 24th. The day began with a business forum with the participation of ministers from the participating countries. Later, the leaders of the organization, led by Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, made their speeches before meeting behind closed doors. 34 heads of state and government from Africa and Asia, as well as Latin America, are expected to participate in the summit. To date, 24 countries have formally expressed their interest in joining the BRICS. The summit will address issues such as the dollarization and the entry of new members of the bloc and the creation of a new common currency of their own. The president of Venezuela, Nicolás Maduro, denounced the intention of the far right to sow hatred in the country and continue the destabilization attempts. The head of state warned about new attempts to destabilize the country and gave instructions to strengthen the country's security. At the same time, he reiterated his support to Venezuelan migrants, for which he confirmed an upcoming World Conference of Migration, where he will demand international organizations to respect the human rights of migrants. Likewise, he ordered the restructuring of all the state media in order to update them according to national and global needs. Finally, he made a call to all the population to support the institutions and protect the country from destabilization attempts.
Hatred and division are being sown, because extreme right-wing sectors are leading the country once again to the guarimbas, once again to division, once again to hatred, once again to the attempted coup d'etat, to call for military intervention by the U.S. imperialism on our country. It was not enough for them to impose 900 sanctions on Venezuela. It is the same sector, the same group, by confession of parts, rely on evidence. Here's the statement. It cannot be clearer. Today, the prosecutor of the Republic, Tarek William Saab, gave some statements. He acted fast, on time, and we must accompany and support to everything, the institutions, so that justice is done in Venezuela.
Let's take a short break, but first remember you can follow us on TikTok at the account of TeleSUR English, where you will be able to see news in different formats, news updates, and more. Other stories coming up, stay with us. Welcome back to From the South. After 3 years, the first international flight from North Korea landed in Beijing, China's capital. Air Koryo flight is estimated to have arrived at Beijing Capital Airport at around 9:17 a.m. local time on Tuesday. It is officially the first commercial flight on the North Korea state-owned airline since early 2020, after North Korea closed its borders in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Chinese Foreign Ministry had announced on Monday the reactivation of the passenger air route between Beijing and Pyongyang, operated by Air Koryo, although the first flight between the two capitals had been cancelled. In Thailand, the bicameral parliament started a session for the selection of the country's next prime minister. Srettha Thavisin is the only candidate in the session after being nominated for the position by the Puhu Thai Party, the runner-up in the elections and the leader of the broad coalition. The 500 members of the House of Representatives elected last May and the 249 senators had picked in 2019 by the defunct military junta, are scheduled to debate the candidates sustainably for a few hours before voting. To be elected Prime Minister, Srettha needs to reach at least 375 votes during the process and therefore requires a backing of at least 61 senators or elected members of the House of Representatives. In this context, on Monday, Zimbabwe's largest opposition party, the Citizens for the Change Coalition, held its campaign's closing ceremony in the capital. Harare, more than 10,000 people, many of them dressed in bright yellow, gathered to provide the last sign of support for the opposition leader before the elections. The demonstration was the end of the thought campaign in which dozens of campaign meetings of candidate Nelson Chamisa were banned and some of the supporters were attacked by alleged activities of ZANU-PF, the ruling party. In his speech, Chamisa assured that he will be victorious and that it is the only guarantee for a better future, although the latest polls show him below his opponent.
Go and vote for your future. Go and vote for opportunity. Go and vote for happiness. Go and vote for light. We are going to have a president for everyone. We are going to have a government for everyone. We are going to have an economy for everyone. We are going to make a Zimbabwe to be a Zimbabwe for everyone.
And we have come to the end of this EU brief, but you can find this and many other stories on our website at telesurenglish.net. And join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, and TikTok as well for TeleSUR English. I am Heidi Maurel. Thank you for watching.